Hello students, welcome to Akshara Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss units and measurements. In this, accuracy and precision. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. Accuracy and precision. The numerical values obtained on measuring physical quantities depend upon the measuring instruments and method of measurement. So, a unit of measurement of a physical quantity is the standard reference of the same physical quantity which is used for the comparison of the given physical quantity. So, accuracy refers to how closely a measured value agrees with the true value. So, precision refers to what limit or resolution the given physical quantity can be measured. True value. Let us discuss. In the measurement of physical quantity, the arithmetic mean of all readings which are found to be very close to the most accurate readings is to be taken as true value of the quantities. If A1, A2, A3 and so on, An are reading, then the true value is, so mean, that is equals to 1 by n into sigma I is equals to 1 to n ai. So here the true value is a mean, that is equals to 1 by n sigma I is equals to 1 to n ai. Now I'll discuss absolute error. The magnitude of the difference between the true value of the measured physical quantity and the value of individual measurement is called the absolute error. True value minus measured value, that is equals to delta ai, that is equals to modulus of a mean minus ai. So this is absolute error. The magnitude of the difference between the true value of the measured physical quantity and the value of individual measurement is called absolute error. See this note, the absolute error is always positive. So this absolute error is always positive. Mean absolute error. The arithmetic mean of all the absolute errors is considered as the mean absolute error or final absolute error of the value of the physical quantity concerned. So delta A mean is equals to delta A1 plus delta A2 plus and so on, this modulus of delta A1, modulus of delta A2 plus and so on, modulus of delta An by n. So that is equals to 1 by n of sigma I is equals to 1 to alpha modulus of delta ai. So see this note, the mean absolute error is always positive. Next, relative error. The relative error of a measured physical quantity is the ratio of the mean absolute error to the mean value of the quantity measured. So relative error, that is equals to delta A mean by A mean. So this is the ratio of the mean absolute error to the mean value of the quantity measured. It is a pure number having no units because it is a ratio, so it doesn't have the units. So it is a pure number having no units. So the relative error having no units. Why? Because it is a pure number. Now percentage error. Here delta A is equals to delta A mean by A mean into 100 percentage. So the relative error and percentage error give a measure of accuracy. So as percentage error increases, accuracy decreases. Now I'll discuss MCQs. First one. The measure of accuracy is absolute error, relative error, percentage error, both B and C. So the measure of accuracy is both B and C, relative error and percentage error. See this, the relative error and percentage error give a measure of accuracy. So that's why it is both B and C. As percentage increases, accuracy decreases. So this relative error and percentage error gives a measure of accuracy. So fourth option is correct. Next. The difference between the mean value and measure value is absolute error, relative error, random error, gross error. So this difference between mean value and measure value is absolute error. Now I will discuss systematic errors. Error. Error is an amount of uncertainty in the measurement of the magnitude of a physical quantity. So error is equals to measured value minus true value. Types of errors: systematic errors, random errors, least count errors. So systematic errors, random errors and least count errors. In systematic errors, instrumental errors, imperfection in experimental technique or procedure. So personal errors, systematic errors, instrumental errors, imperfection in experimental technique or procedure, personal errors. Now I'll discuss systematic errors. These errors arise due to definite cause and take place according to some rule. Instrumental errors arise from the errors due to imperfect design, calibration of the measuring instruments, zero error in the instrument. So this next one is personal errors. The errors which occur due to limitation of the human sense, judgment, carelessness and responses. Next, imperfection in experimental technique or procedure. To determine the temperature of the human body, a thermometer placed under the armpit will always give a temperature lower than the actual value of the body temperature. Next, random errors. These errors are random and occur irregularly. It can be due to changes in the ambient conditions like temperature, pressure, etc. or due to limitations of instrument. Next, we will discuss least count errors. The smallest value that can be measured by the measuring instrument is called its least count. The least count error is the error associated with the resolution of the instruments. Now let us discuss an example. A vernier caliper has the least count as 0.01 centimeters. A spirometer has the least count of 0.001 centimeter. So next one, reducing the least count error. Using instrument of higher precision, improving experimental techniques, repeating the observation several times and taking the arithmetic mean of all observations, the mean value would be very close to the true value of the measured quantity. Now discuss calculation of errors. Most probable value, that is A mean is equals to A1 plus A2 plus and so on AN by N. That is equals to 1 by n sigma I is equals to 1 to n ai. Next, mean absolute error. Modulus of delta A is equals to modulus of delta A mean minus A. So next, relative error, that is equals to mean absolute error by most probable value, that is equals to modulus of A mean minus A by A mean. Next, percentage error. Relative error into 100 percentage. That is equals to modulus of A mean minus A by A mean into 100 percentage. This is the percentage error. Next, now discuss first problem. The side of the object measured by means of a vernier caliper is 3.52 centimeters. If the least count is 0.01 centimeters, estimate the percentage error in the measurement. Now let us discuss. Given the least count delta y is equals to 0.01 centimeters and y is equals to, that is 3.52 centimeters, they given us 3.52 centimeters. First step, percentage error dy by y into 100, that is equals to substituting values 0.01 by 3.52 into 100. Step 2, percentage error. See this, after division we are getting 0.28 percentage. Therefore, percentage error is equals to 0.28 percentage. Okay. Next, problem number 2. The side of the cube measured to be 20.44 plus or minus then 0.02 centimeters. Find the percentage change in the measurement. Now let us go to the solution. Given the least count delta y is equals to 0.02 centimeters and y is equals to, the given as 20.44 centimeters. Step 1. Percentage error is equals to dy by y into 100. Substituting values 0.02 by 20.44 into 100. After division we are getting, that is step 2, percentage error is equals to 0.098 percentage. So therefore the percentage change is equals to 0.098 percentage. Now discuss MCQs. Instrumental error can be minimized by taking large number of readings, using different accurate instruments for the same reading, adjusting zero of the instrument, maintaining the temperature of the surrounding. So instrumental error can be minimized by using different accurate instruments for the same reading. Second option is correct. Next, the magnitude of the difference between mean value and each individual value is called absolute error, error in reading, most probable error, true error. So the magnitude of the difference between mean value and each individual value is called absolute error. Okay, first option is correct. Next, now discuss combination of errors. Combination of errors. Error due to addition. If z is equals to a plus b, a and b are measured values, then a is equal to a plus delta a and b is equals to b plus delta b. So delta z is equals to delta a plus delta b, maximum possible error. So z plus or minus delta z is equals to a plus or minus delta a. Similarly, b plus or minus delta b. So relative error is equals to delta a plus delta b by a plus b. So percentage error is equals to delta a plus delta b by a plus b into 100. So if z is equals to a plus b, a and b are measured values, then a is equals to a plus or minus delta a and b is equals to b plus or minus delta b. So the relative error is delta a plus delta b by a plus b, and percentage error is equals to delta a plus delta b by a plus b into 100. Error due to subtraction. If z is equals to a minus b, a and b are the measured values, then a is equals to a plus or minus delta a and b is equals to b plus or minus delta b. So delta z is equals to delta a plus delta b, maximum possible error. Z plus or minus delta z is equals to a plus or minus delta a minus b plus or minus delta b. So that is equals to, this can be written as a minus b plus or minus delta a plus or minus delta b, or plus or minus delta z is equals to plus or minus delta a plus or minus delta b. So relative error is equals to delta a plus delta b by a minus b. Now percentage error is equals to delta a plus delta b by a minus b into 100. Whether it is addition or subtraction, absolute error is same. More admissible error, delta u is equal plus or minus root of delta x whole square plus delta y whole square. So in subtraction, the percentage error increases. Error due to multiplication. Let us discuss. If z is equals to ab, then delta z by z, that is equal to delta a by a plus delta b by b. Delta z by z is called fractional error or relative error. So percentage error is equals to delta z by z into 100. That is equals to delta a by a into 100 plus delta b by b into 100. So here percentage error is the sum of individual percentage errors. Error due to division. Z is equals to a by b. Maximum possible relative error, that is delta z by z is equals to delta a by a plus delta b by b. So maximum percentage error in division, that is delta a by a into 100 plus delta b by b into 100. Error due to power. If z is equals to a power n, delta z by z is equals to n into delta a by a. In more general form, in that is z is equals to a power p, b power p by c power r, then maximum fractional error in z is delta z by z is equals to p delta a by a plus q delta b by b plus r delta c by c. As we check for the maximum error, a positive sign is to be taken for the term or delta c by c. So maximum percentage error in z, that is equals to delta z by z into 100, that is equals to p delta a by a into 100 plus q delta b by b into 100 plus r delta c by c into 100. Next, the mathematical operation in which the accuracy is limited to least accurate term. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, both a and b. So here the mathematical operation in which the accuracy is limited to least accurate term is both a and b. Next, second one, if y is equals to a by b, the maximum percentage error in the measurement of y will be, option A is delta a by a into 100 into delta b by b into 100. Option B, delta a by a plus delta b by b into 100. Option C, delta a by a into 100 into delta b by b into 100. Option D is delta a by a minus delta b by b into 100. So here second option is correct, delta a by a plus delta b by b into 100. Okay, next. Delta a by a plus delta b by b into 100. Thanks for watching this video.